Welcome to the DUBERSON TED Talk, where today we'll be talking about cells, cycles, and heredity. Every heartbeat, every breath, every trait you inherit, it all begins with invisible conversations happening inside of you. Cells divide, signals fly, and DNA gets passed on like an ancient story. Let's unravel this dance together. Cell communication basics. Cells don't text, but they do message. Through chemical messages, whispers, or direct contact, they stay connected. Like traffic signals or team huddles, these exchanges coordinate growth, healing, and survival, even in plants. The signal transduction pathway. It starts when a signal lands on a receptor, like a doorbell. That sets off a relay race inside the cell, carrying the message and triggering a response. A single misstep, that can mean disease or disaster. Why communication matters. Imagine you cut your finger. Instantly, cells scream, emergency. Immune cells rush in. Healing begins, all because of communication. Without it, the smallest wound could become fatal. The body's teamwork is silent, but it's powerful. The cell cycle. Cells live on a loop. They grow, copy their DNA, and divide. Most of their time is spent preparing, not dividing. Think of it like baking a cake. 95% of it is measuring and mixing, while 5% is in the oven. Precision is everything.
Mitosis in action. Mitosis is the cell's way of cloning itself. One becomes two, perfect copies with the same DNA. It's how you grow, heal, and stay alive. Every second, millions of your cells pull off this microscopic magic show. Checkpoints save lives, but even magic needs a safety net. At key points, the cell asks, is the DNA perfect? Are we ready to divide? If not, enzymes like the P53 slam the brakes. Sometimes the cell fixes the issue. Other times, it self-destructs to protect it. When these checkpoints fail, when these safety checks break down, chaos follows. Damaged cells start dividing out of control. Well, that's cancer. A rebellion against the cell's rules. It starts small, but without regulation, it spreads and then threatens life. Heredity 101. Every cell carries your blueprint. DNA, with just 4 letters, A, T, C, G, it spells out everything from your eye color to your risk for disease. It's not just code, it's your biological autobiography. Mendel's peas. In a monstery garden, Gregor Mendel studied peas and unlocked the laws of inheritance. He discovered traits that can hide and reappear past in predictable patterns. His plants laid the groundwork for modern genetics.
Chromosomes and meiosis. Meiosis is where a genetic shuffle begins. It's why you're not a clone of your sibling. Each egg or sperm gets cut in half, gets half of your chromosomes, mixing traits, adding diversity, and continuing life's legacy. Mutation, good or bad? Mutations are edits in DNA. Some are harmless, some are harmful. They can cause diseases like cancer, or fuel evolution by creating new traits. A single mutation once helped humans digest milk. It's a roll of the dice. CRISPR revolution. Now, we can edit DNA on purpose. CRISPR acts like molecular scissors, cutting and pasting genes. We can fix deadly mutations, but we also face a question. Just because we can, should we? Cell communication and heredity. Cells don't copy DNA randomly. They wait for the signal. Now is the time, the cell says. Without this precise timing, mutations multiply and heredity goes haywire. Communication keeps the process accurate and safe. How does this affect the real world? Understanding heredity isn't just science, it's survival. Today, babies are screened for deadly genetic diseases before symptoms appear. Early action can save lives, but not everyone has equal access. This is a challenge we must face. Let me tell you about a baby named Layla. She was diagnosed with leukemia at just 1 year old. Chemotherapy didn't work. doctors tried something radical. They edited her immune cells using CRISPR, giving them instructions to find and destroy the cancer. Months later, Layla was in remission. Today, she's a healthy child. That breakthrough only happened because scientists understood cell cycles, heredity, and communication at the deepest level. It is a glimpse of what's possible when science meets compassion. But not every child has access to those treatments. That's a gap we must close. So breakthroughs aren't just miracles for the few, but opportunities for all. Plants versus animals. Cells divide in all living things, but the methods vary. Plant cells build a wall down the middle, animal cells pinch in two. Different tools, same mission. Protect the DNA and pass it on with care. What if your own cells could grow you a new liver? What if we could cure genetic diseases before birth? Advances in heredity and self-biology are turning science fiction into medical reality, organ by organ, gene by gene. What about ethical dilemmas? With power comes great responsibility. Should we choose our child's traits? Where is the line between healing and enhancing? The blueprint of life is sacred. We must approach it with wisdom and humanity. In this invisible world, cells communicate, DNA replicates, and life continues. Each cycle, each signal, is a step in the choreography of creation. The more we understand, the more we are called to protect it. Thank you for joining me on this microscopic journey. You are more than flesh and bone. You're a living symphony of cells, cycles, and stories. Cherish the code you carry. It is uniquely yours.